Hi, I'm Emily. I work as a security policy coordinator for the Benelux market. I've been here at IBM for almost 3 years now, and I'm autistic. You might not realize this, but autistic people comprise almost 2% of the general population. For some reason, many people assume that it's not really possible to simply meet us out on the street, at school, or at work. As you can see, this is completely untrue. There are many of us, everywhere. We simply don't stand out much. I bet you already work with some of us too, although you might not be aware of it. Autism is sometimes called an invisible disability. That is because even though on the surface it might seem like we are exactly the same as everybody else, in fact our neurology is completely different and we experience the world in a completely different way. Many things that are difficult for you will be extremely easy for me, but on the other hand, I will struggle immensely with a lot of things that come naturally to you. Probably because of that, if you look at statistical data, out of all autistic people who have academic degrees, only 40% reports having no difficulty finding a job and keeping it. We generally struggle with job interviews, and even if we do get in, it is extremely difficult and exhausting for us to keep a job if our work environment is not adapted to our needs. Places are often too loud or too distracting, and our work schedule might be too hectic or too unpredictable. When I first came to work here, I struggled immensely. I couldn't adapt, and I was sure I wouldn't be able to stay here for long. But my manager was determined to change this. And after 3 years, I'm still here and thriving. We made very simple accommodations to better suit my needs, to adapt to my gifts and my challenges. And now everything is fine. The funny thing is that it is actually very easy to accommodate autistic people. But it requires certain knowledge that is not as easy to come by. And this is where this training session comes in. I have 10 years of academic experience in researching the autism spectrum and 27 years of living on the autism spectrum. So I invite you to come to our lecture so that I could share my knowledge with you. And if you're interested, we can discuss certain ways in which you could make the life of your autistic employees much easier.